with Eric Scopel, 247 Sports.
No, that must have felt really, really good. Just talk about not just the win, but for you personally, kind of your journey the last month and a half here, going through the injury again and kind of what that's been like.
Yeah, I mean, obviously like went through injury my first 2 years and dealt with just the struggles of that. And then first kind of part of the season, I was just still dealing with it and still struggling with it. And I had like the thoughts of like, am I ever going to play like, like the way I'm supposed to and the way I know I can. And then today I was like, I want to come out and just show what I can do to get a win. And my teammates around me, just gave me great passes tonight, and they encouraged me and did everything they could to allow me to, play my best game.
Ryan Thorburn, register guard.
Sedona, their post player came out in the third quarter and had, I think, 3 baskets, and then you kind of answered her and had a block. How big was that sequence just to answer them right there and not let it get away from you?
That was crucial. She's an incredible post player. And so, we scouted her really, really well. And we knew that, she can go off at any moment in the game and she can really be the difference. And so I just decided, I was like, this isn't going to like, it's not gonna be my fault that my player scores like 10 points in a row. Like I just can't let that happen. And so I got that block and it went off on her. And I just got so pumped and I was like, let's go. Like, and that was kind of like the momentum change for me. And I got really excited. So
James Scrippia, the Oregonian.
So how much of a challenge has it been for you just mentally, even early on in this game where you're talking about your concerns naturally after the injuries, but in the first quarter when this team was lacking intensity, you were the one diving for loose balls. You were the one bringing the intensity in the first 10 minutes. So how do you balance wanting to do that, but you're just talking about also questioning like your own ability because of the injury to want to go out there and do it? And clearly you did.
Yeah, I think the thing that is hard to learn when you get such a big injury is like coming out and playing like you don't have an injury. Like if you favor it and stuff, there's a higher chance of you getting hurt again. And so I've really had to like work with my trainers and strength coaches and stuff to be like, I trust both of my legs equally. And so, and also like, I mean, I wanted this win really, really badly. My team wanted this win really badly. And, I wasn't looking too good in the first quarter. So I was just like, I'm going to dive for every loose ball and try to do everything I can to help our team.
Dylan Rubin King, KWVA.
And speaking of that first quarter, what do you think was the message that kind of like helped the flip switch? Was there like a message in the huddle after that first quarter?
Yeah, I think we just knew that it was a test, and every team we play is a test, of course, but this team is just strong in the fact that they never give up, and they're going to fight us from the first second to the last second like they did. And so we just kind of got down and we, sat in the huddle and we're all like, come on guys, like we got this, it's okay. Like, let's relax. And we looked pretty just like flustered in the first half. And so coming out and saying, let's calm down, let's get in a routine, let's do what we can do and get into a good offense was kind of the message that we tried to, portray.
And the last one, we'll wrap it up with Eric Scopel.
So was it just an ankle? Not to minimize, but was it an ankle injury you're dealing with, and kind of what were the difficulties of working through that? Because I know you played for a stretch and had to sit out. I mean, kind of walk us through what that journey and that time was like for you.
Yeah, so I sprained my ankle early in the season, and I had been dealing with like some leg pain at that point, and this is like in my broken leg that I'd been dealing with my first 2 years, and so that ankle frustrated me, and I was like, God, and I was pretty down at that point. And so I worked as hard as I possibly could because we had the OSU game coming up. So I worked as hard as I possibly could to get back for that. And turns out that like my leg hadn't been quite healed yet. And my fibula had been hurting a lot. And I've been like a lot of muscle spasms constantly. And so I got to a point where I was like not playing basketball and thinking about basketball. I was playing basketball and thinking about my leg and my pain. And so it was affecting my confidence. And in some of the games, I was like, I just don't feel like my best. I don't feel, I was limping and I was like, I just don't feel like the player that I am. And so we worked really, really hard to just calm down. I lifted almost every single day, extra if I had to try to make my legs stronger again. And so now I'm at the point where I'm strong. I've gone about a week through practice. I've gone only about a week of practice under my belt after going 3 weeks off. So I was really, really lucky that my teammates helped me step up and And I mean, I'm glad that I have no more leg pain. So
Thank you, Sedona.
thank you guys. Appreciate it.